Hello and welcome back to an episode of Bantu Lawrence here. How are you all doing? If you're doing great. For today's episode, let's talk about Lagos marriages. Yes, Lagos marriages are something else, honestly. Laura Ikeji and her husband, Ogbonna Kanu, and Sisi Alagbo and her husband. Now, let me just start with Laura Ikeji. Laura Ikeji's husband was caught pants down with two underage or two 20-year-olds in a threesome. According to the story, Ogbonna Kanu contacted the two young girls or contacted one of them. As per, he's a single man, he was dating her, he was spending on her, allegedly Laura's money. But he promised her so many things. And these are teenagers, or these are barely 20-year-olds who were not on social media, who did not know Laura Ikeji or Ike or Ogbonna. So they were just busy collecting money and living baby girl lifestyle. And then he asked her to allegedly get one of her friends. They had a threesome. He promised them some money. Now, the other lady that was brought into the whole mix told somebody else, who told them that no, this guy is a married man. He's married to Laura Ikeji. That was how they now went to Ogbonna Kanu to say, are you married? You told us you're single. You're a married man. Now at this point, he had promised them so many things. He had promised them, heaven and earth. So they said, because they recorded, listen, all these Gen Zs these days, they're always with their phone, they're always recording things, doing get ready with me and all that. So they had videos of this man, this married man. So all the monies that he had promised them, they said if he does not pay them, that they're going to release the videos and the pictures online. He was getting money to pay them, but maybe he was not fast enough because obviously he does not have the money. The money bag is Laura Ikeji. That was how these two young girls leaked the videos and pictures of Ogbonna Kanu, Laura Ikeji's husband, online. Laura Ikeji has been playing it cool. She's been promoting her business, which honestly I would do because this is free publicity. But internally or behind closed doors, I know she's feeling, because listen, when she married Ogbonna Kanu, people had, or the first wife, he was not married to her. They lived as partners. They had two children. They were together for, I think, 10 or 15 years. They were raising their children. He was a failed footballer who was not doing anything. So she was basically funding the family. And then he met, or he was friends with Laura. According to Laura Ikeji, if you ask Laura Ikeji, she would say they were friends for over 10 years before they started dating. But according to the story, according to Ogbonna's first partner, she was the reason why their marriage ended. Ogbonna started dating Laura. People warned Laura. They said, for this man to just up and leave his two children, and the wife is complaining, for you to go ahead and marry this man, you are seeing the signs now. If you don't listen to the signs, you're going to see wonders later. And ladies and gentlemen, Laura is seeing wonders. Some people say, oh, she is not aware because they are dragging Ogbonna Kanu, that he stained her white, he did this, he did that. And Laura is busy smiling and marketing her product. And I think most of these women, or most of these wives who marry a second wife, or who marry somebody who had been in a long-term marriage or relationship with children, I think they know what they're getting themselves into. They understand exactly the dynamics of that relationship, and they are happy to move with it. Am I sorry for Laura? Probably not, because I think from everything that we've heard, Lagos marriage they bring women into their bedrooms. Probably that is what they've been doing, in my opinion. And then he decided to go outside of their protected circle. And now everything is casting. If you don't believe me, ask Sisi Alagbo. Sisi Alagbo met her husband, who was previously married, or who she's the second wife. He had the first wife. She married as the second wife. And she did not want to lose her husband or make her husband marry or give her husband any excuse to marry a third wife. So she was happy to share her bed with other women. Her husband will point and kill. She will bring them in the bedroom. She will be the one to record. I saw the video and I'm like, wow, what is marriage turning into these days? She was happily recording with full glam on her face. She was recording the... Listen. So, are these women victims? I would say no, they are not. Yes, there are victims. Obviously, there are people who marry. I think people who marry in their early 20s, even those who marry in their early 20s, you cannot tell me that you'll marry somebody who sometimes they know that those men or those boys or those guys have multiple girlfriends and he decided to choose you. You being the pick me, feeling like, okay, you're now the wife, you want something. There's no way you're going to tell me that if you hear that your husband is with another woman, that you're going to feel shocked or you're going to feel betrayed. These women know what they're getting themselves into. And marriages these days, I don't even think it's built on trust. It's just on anything goes. Which is why men are banging on submission, respect, being the head of the family. And they're not saying these things because they are the providers. Because right now, women are the providers. Laura Ikeji is the breadwinner in her home. Sisi Alagbo is the breadwinner of her home. But they have to submit to these men. They have to respect these men. And the reason why these men are asking for submission and respect is for them to go out there and do whatever they want to do. Sisi Alagbo's husband came out and said people should have an understanding that his first wife, he talked about his first wife, talked about, people should not judge them. And then the lady was coming out crying, kneeling down, begging Nigerians for forgiveness. She was the one being shamed. But he was the one actually doing the do. She was just tagging along, doing the recording. So things happen. Things happen in marriages. And I think anybody getting married at this point should be prepared for anything. Be prepared to take whatever you see in that marriage. I was talking to a friend who was trying to sort his papers out. You know, these COS people that travel to the UK. He was married, or he's married in Nigeria. He has married children. And then he's in the UK. His COS is having issues. So he's trying to look for how to switch. So he met this other person who... I saw them at an event. The way he was loving up to this lady. I had to walk up to him. I said, Oga, are you not married with children? You people are practically wearing a shebi together. What's going on? What's happening here? And he said, well, that his wife is aware that before even he traveled, they sat down and had an agreement that he is going to do whatever it takes to get his documents. I was like, my chest. I was like, listen, this is not new, but the audacity at which In fact, I am even pitying single people at this point, man or woman, because you can be dating a married woman and the husband is very much aware that you're dating her, his wife, because he also, as a married man, is busy doing whatever he likes. And maybe if they like you together, they will bring you into their bedroom. Most times, it is the wife that would allow the husband to bring in another woman. Unless the husband is agege or he likes to watch his wife being pounded, then they will allow a man. Marriages have changed. Anybody getting married now should be ready for threesome or should just buy blinders and just be blinded. Close your mouth, shut your ears, and just be there. I think that's the only way to be married at this point. But let me know what you think. Do you think that Laura Ikeji, according to people, is getting what she deserved because she knew he was married, or she knew he had a very public relationship or a partnership which produced 2 children, and the way he abandoned that relationship or partnership to marry her, she should have known, or it should have been a red flag to her, that the same thing that happened to the first one is going to happen to the second one? Or do you think that, just as the Sisi Alagbo's case, marriages are open these days? Maybe Laura is aware that her husband is busy having, threesomes with younger girls. She just does not want to be involved in the whole drama. So he tells her and he goes out there to do whatever he needs to do. And she is busy taking care of the home. Do you think these women are aware that these men are roaming wild? Or do you think that for a marriage to survive, you just have to sit down and take whatever comes with the whole thing? Let me know what you think. Thank you very much for watching today's episode. Please like and share. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.